Go Arc 5, 127. A lot of information, a lot of heavy information. Great setup towards the end. So let's start from the beginning. Actually, we're going to find out that Yuya, after going into Berserk mode last episode, managed to bust out the cage. Akaba Leo finds out about it, and obviously his dad finds out about it. And we get a nice little reunion after I don't know how many episodes, over 120 plus episodes. We finally get a father-son reunion. We kind of got Yuya looking at his dad for the first time in the previous episode, but this is more or less like a huge reunion. But obviously, it's cut short because we couldn't find out what Akaba Leo's true objective really is and why he needs Serena, Ruri, Rin, and obviously Yuzu as well, and how important they are to obviously the four dimensions as well. We couldn't find out their connection as well with not only them but also with Zarc and how it relates to the four dimensions as well. We couldn't find out the one whole dimension that was united of all four, obviously divided because of a certain instinct, because of the obviously it was Zarc and the Supreme King going on a complete Supreme King Dragon going on a complete rampage, obviously destroying shit. Now we obviously had Akaba Leo trying to stop it, but obviously his daughter which we get introduced to. I think we got introduced to in the previous episode, but we didn't get a full introduction anyway. But we couldn't find out obviously what a connection is, and obviously how. Well, I guess she's temporarily able to stop the carnage and obviously seal up Zarc. Obviously, he gets he vanishes, and so does I guess in this case, Ray gets disappears as well. And we couldn't find out the bracelets yet. All four of the girls have. She has it on her arm, and they get now the way it works out. They're divided into four dimensions, which now kind of makes sense of how Yuzu every time it glowed, she's able to disappear and that, and obviously reappear. So yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. Obviously, we kind of already knew where Zarc's connection we realized, especially when you consider how all four dimensions factor in. The fact you have pendulum summons, you have synchro summons, you have fusion summons, and then you have XZ summons as well. So that was kind of teased in the previous episode, but we get the reveal in this episode. Now we also get the professor. I guess he was that intrigued by Yuya. He's trying to duel him, but Akaba Leo no, you need to step aside because you don't stand a chance against him. He gets so carried away, and obviously Akaba Leo gets ticked off. He turns him into a card. We actually get to find out how important those cards are and the reason why they're going out of their way to hunt and take down people from different dimensions and place them into cards. Obviously, it's to gather life energy in order to create the fifth dimension. In this case, to make all four dimensions into one, create the fifth dimension. Obviously, now we know why the four girls are important to him, because he wants to bring the dimensions together and he wants to bring the girls together so he can resurrect, obviously, his daughter, Ray. Now that's where the true struggle begins, and it's classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously, the antagonist wants to do something corrupt, but obviously realizes he's causing destruction along the way. Yu obviously he doesn't want to let that happen, and now there's Akaba Reiji, and this is character development for him as well, getting to learn why his father disappeared and pretty much abandoned him. Obviously, it kind of makes you feel bad for him a little bit. Well, obviously, it's cool now. You get Akaba Reiji, and you have Yuya about to take on Akaba Leo in a pretty much intense duel, to say the least. We also could have, and when the professor was placed into a card, obviously the parasites wore off the girls, to then no longer under control, pretty much aware of what's going on, as is Yuya. Now, I'm pretty sure Yugo and Yuri have to make an appearance as well. So that would just make sense as well. When this whole duel is going on, we don't know where Yuri is right now. He was dueling with Sora. I don't know how that's going on right now. But yeah, and spoiler alert, Asta and I guess Kaito are still down for the count after being blown back by Yuya's Berserk mode in the previous episode. But yeah, this was a hellacious episode, and considering the fact it was just an exposition episode and a huge setup episode, it was a decent episode nonetheless. I enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think down below. That's it from me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like this video if you appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. comment, rate, subscribe. Catch you guys later. Bye.